What's up, y'all? If you've been here before, welcome back. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Tierica, and I like to post videos about the law of assumption, manifestation, and mindset shifting, and really just sharing my personal experience with all three with the intention that you can take something from what I talk about, apply it to your life so that you can create the life of your dreams. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into today's video. I don't have a title just yet, but I want to talk about the saying, if it's meant to be, it'll be. Because I've heard that saying a few times this week, and I'm not gonna lie, it kind of pinches a nerve of mine, not in a bad way. I'm so passionate about the things that I talk about, and I just want to help everybody, and I want to heal everybody. So when I hear people saying, if it's meant to be, it'll be, I instantly go into this like nurturing mode mentally, and I just want to be like, you do know that you're the creator of your reality, right? You do know that you're giving away your power when you say, if it's meant to be, it'll be. So let's talk about it. I did make some notes, so if I like glance away, it's because I put notes down to try to see if it helps me with my videos. But let's go ahead and start. So, if it's meant to be, it will be. This is a very, very common statement. Like a lot of people say it. I used to say it. I used to be really big on it. I was really big on if it's meant to be, it'll be, and divine timing. But as I um, evolved with my knowledge, I have learned that you literally are the creator of your experience, okay? You are the creator. You are creating every single thing that you're experiencing, okay? So if you are going to say, if it's meant to be, it will be, guess what? You're going to experience that. So just know by you affirming that, you're selecting that outcome. So no matter what it's dealing with, if it's dealing with a job, if it's dealing with a relationship or a person, or whatever it is that you are applying this phrase to, I want you to understand that no matter how it turns out, you still created it. I used to be in a space where it was, you know, the universe testing me, or God is testing me, and if it's meant to be, then it'll be, because the universe will bring it to me or God will give it to me. You are God. You are the universe. It's all inside of you. So there's nothing outside of you that you're waiting on. There's nothing, no one, nothing outside of you that you are waiting on. You affirming that is you creating the reality for you to experience that. So if it's pertaining to a person, well, if it's meant to be, then it'll be and we'll be together. Well, all of the other circumstances, assumptions, and beliefs that you have around that thing is what's going to play out in front of you. So if you really deep down inside don't believe or don't think that this is going to happen or whatever, it's going to play out in front of you that way. The thing that I want you to understand is you're giving away your power. When you say, if it's meant to be, it will be. You're giving your power away. You're giving your power away to something outside of you that does not exist, because everything exists within you. And by you giving your power away to something outside of you, you're now waiting, or you're wondering, and you're probably stressed out or panicking or sad, depending on the circumstance. And I want you to understand, you do not have to put yourself in that type of situation. You don't have to put yourself in that type of predicament. You can affirm for what you want, and you can get what you want. All it takes is discipline and persistence. Um, I want to give you a different perspective, okay? Instead of, if it's meant to be, it will be. If I want it, I can have it. If I want it, it's mine. Say that. If I want this job, then it's mine. I got it. If I want this relationship, then it's mine. I got it. If I want this money, I got it. It's mine. You shift your perspective from giving your power to something outside of you and something outside of you determining whether or not you can get this thing. So now you're no longer controlling your outcome, but you are still controlling your outcome, if that makes sense. You may feel like you're I'm trying to figure out the best way to put this. You may feel like it's something else that is conspiring, okay, to bring you what you want or to not bring you what you want because it wasn't meant to be. It's like every single thought and belief that you have all plays a part in the things that you experience. If you have beliefs about a specific thing, okay, so let's just go with a job. If you feel like you never get hired anywhere, it's so hard for you to get a job, nobody's giving you a chance. Like, these are the things that you believe because you're affirming them. You're telling your spouse, you're telling your children, you're telling your friends, it's so hard for me to get a job, nobody's hiring me, and then you apply for a job that you really, really want. And you say, if it's meant to be, it'll be. Well, there's not much authority in that. There's not much conviction in that. There's not much confidence in that, because what's backing up that if it's meant to be, it'll be statement is nobody hires me. It's so hard for me to get a job. So if it's meant to be, it'll be. What do you think is going to happen? You're probably not going to get that job. But if you take matters into your own hands and say, oh no, this job is mine. I know I got this job. I know I'm perfect for the job. They're calling me today to hire me. This job is hiring me. This job is going to hire me. And that's the thought that you persist in. They're going to hire you. Because if you want it, you can have it. So let's stop saying if it's meant to be, it'll be. And let's focus on if I want it, I got it. If I want it, it's mine. If I want it, I can have it. Because you very well can. The only thing stopping you is you. No matter what you think, you're always manifesting. So even when you think you are putting matters into another source's hands, if you're putting matters into God's hands or into the universe's hands, oh, it's in God's hands now, or it's in the universe's hands now, you're still manifesting because it's still you. You're just living in this storyline of experiencing you giving your power away to something outside of you that doesn't exist outside of you, if that makes sense. Whereas you could channel all that energy back in and understand that what I want, I can have. And the more you persist in that, the more you see evidence of that, then you start to really fully believe it. And it's effortlessly that when you affirm something, you're going to get it. I posted a video, I guess 2 videos ago, about how I manifested being off of work in 15 minutes, like not having to work in 15 minutes. And what I explained to some of my friends was a previous version of me would have realized I don't want to go to work, but I'm just going to walk around and complain about I don't want to go to work. Oh, I just don't want to go to work today. I just do not want to do it today. This is not fair. I just don't feel like working. That doesn't get me out. That doesn't get me out of working. That's just getting me frustrated and angry, and now I got to go to work still. But when I take matters into my own hands, and if I want it, I can have it, and say, oh, I realize I don't want to work today, so let me go ahead and affirm that they don't need me to work today. And then I affirm that for 45 minutes, and 15 minutes into me affirming it, I got the call that, hey, we don't need you to work today. There's a difference because you're choosing every reality that you're existing in. So why would you choose the reality that is a probability? Why would you choose the reality that is not secure, that has open loose ends and questions and what ifs? No. Have conviction. Affirm for what you want and stand on that. You know what I mean? Like, stand on that and don't let up. You stand on it until you get what you want. Be stubborn. Be stubborn. I'll maybe do a video about how your reality is a reflection of you. It's just an indicator. It is just an indicator. The same way you use a thermometer to see what the temperature is, your reality is an indicator for who you're being on the inside. It's an indicator of what your dominant thoughts, assumptions, and beliefs are. You have the power to change it all. So, with that being said, let's stop using if it's meant to be, it'll be. I know y'all are probably tired of me saying that in this video because I've probably said it about 25 times, but let's switch it. Let's switch it to something else. Let's take matters into our own hands because it's in our hands regardless of if we think it is or not. You're always in control. So let's actually sit in the driver's seat and not sit in the passenger seat and just think that something else is out there creating for us because it's not. Even if somebody else is creating for your life, you're allowing them to. It's still you creating. So, if you want it, you can have it. If you want it, you got it. If you want it, it's mine. It's yours. Y'all know what I meant. But if you have any questions, please leave them for me below. And thank you for watching this video, and I will see y'all in the next one.